again. It's a redskin.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be filming, and based on the title you guys know, we're gonna be filming a shop your stash, like no new product video. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I encourage you guys to shop your stash. I know I am part of my channel is mostly makeup hauls because I have a shopping addiction and it is not okay. It is not healthy, but I do buy a lot of makeup. Part of it for my channel, part of it because I've been doing this for years and I kind of can't stop. So I have tried to slow down, and I know that I have a lot of hauls on my channel, but I really don't buy that often. They're actually more spaced out, but sometimes when I don't know what to put up on my channel, I'll do a shopping haul and I'll just post it. But more months have gone in between my shopping hauls on my channel, even if it doesn't seem that way on your side. But nonetheless, it's still a bunch of makeup and I have a problem and I need to slow down, and I have been trying. I swear to you guys, I have been trying. So you guys did not come here for me to rant about my shopping addiction. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. Gotta get your hair out of the way, even though I love my hair right now. I just got it done yesterday and it is so nice. We did a little more ombre on my balayage and it looks beautiful. Okay, so I already moisturized my skin. My dogs went on a barking spree, so if there's a little bit of a glitch there, that is why. I had to stop filming for 2 seconds. Okay, so today I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Oil Control Primer Mist as my primer. I'm using 2 primers today. I'll explain that in a second, but this is for oil control. I feel like this really helps and is a really good oil control primer, but I don't like the mister. It's like a really, really intense mister. Now that that's dried down a bit, I'm going to go in with my other primer. This is the Pore Reducing Primer. Obviously, the oil control primer is going to help control the oils, and hopefully this, hopefully, I know it does, helps a little bit with the pores and just the way they look. Not so much, you know, doesn't make them disappear obviously, but it makes them less noticeable and less visible. So I like to put that right here where my pores are the largest, a little bit on my forehead because I have frown lines up there. So, and then that kind of just presses into my skin. I forget that with that primer you only need a little bit, and I've been trying to get back into it. My bad, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to get back into it and I've been using way too much recently, so I need to slow down on that. Just adding way too much. It doesn't really do much but make it a little bit slippery. Sorry, there's a plane flying over my house right now. Sorry. Okay, and for foundation, so this is an oldie, but so many people really liked this one. This is the Dream Urban Cover with Sunscreen by Maybelline. So I have a little, I don't know if it's a confession or what, I have a little bone to pick with this foundation. So everyone said this was so great, and I'm going to give it another shot. It's so amazing, so good. Oh my goodness, Maybelline, so great. This gave me a sunburn. this is gonna sound so weird, but I'm pretty sure the day I used this, I was barely outside and my whole nose and this area got sunburnt. But I've never, like, I don't sunburn easily at all. I'm Hispanic, and like, it takes a lot for me to burn. Like, it really does. It takes so much for my skin to burn. Like, I have to be outside for hours without sunscreen. Like, obviously you should still be wearing sunscreen, and even though I don't burn easily, I try to wear sunscreen, you know, when I remember when I want to be outside for a while. And oh yeah, it smells like sunscreen. And I wore this that day, and I wasn't even outside that long, and then I had burns like hours later, like a couple of hours, like not even outside hours later. Like, I was outside maybe like 30 minutes walking my dog that day, and then like I used to commute and visit my boyfriend who was an hour away, and then and my car has UV and all that stuff, protection in the windshields and stuff, so I can't get sunburnt inside my car and all that stuff. But anyways, I was burnt on my drive home. I was only outside for half an hour. I don't burn easily. I wore this SPF 50 all over my skin. I'm like, how is that possible? So I think this burned my skin. I don't know. Or made me, or did the opposite, made me super easy to burn. I don't know. It was so weird. So ever since then, I've kind of hated this foundation. Because something weird happened that day. It did not protect me from the sun. It's exactly what SPF is supposed to do, and it did not do that. I feel like it made me more susceptible to sunburning, which was crazy to me. I'm like, how did if you knew me, guys, like, it takes a lot for my skin to burn. Like, I'm not kidding about that. It takes so much. Like, one year I didn't wear sunscreen at all. On this 4-day trip, I was sunburned on the 3rd day of my 4-day trip. Like, I went 3 days without sunscreen, and it wasn't until the 4th day that I was like, oops, yeah, I'm burnt. My whole body was in pain, and I didn't enjoy the 4th day at all, because that 3rd day really got me. But 3 days of not wearing sunscreen, and I didn't get burnt until the 3rd day. So if that tells you anything about my skin and how much it can handle, you know. And I believe that skin changes and stuff, but half an hour, no, there's no way. There's no way that half an hour me out in the sun with sunscreen on got burned. There's just absolutely no way. There's no sense in that at all. So why am I trying it again? Because I'm doing this video. It was like, I don't know, it was something, even though I hate it, something kind of made me gravitate towards it. So I'm like, it was this or the CoverGirl, I'm trying to think, is that matte something? Yeah, True Blend Matte. And honestly, I don't know, something just drew me to Maybelline. I really love Maybelline foundations. It's kind of a thing too. I think they had, like, I'm trying to think what that was called. Do I have one up there? No, it was a, I want to say, oh, I can't even remember. It was like a blue lid foundation. Casey Holmes raved about it for so much, and I freaking loved it so much too. And then they discontinued it. I mean, they had it for like 1.5 years. I discovered it like a year later, and then Casey Holmes discovered it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was like, I love that foundation too. It's amazing. It was really great for my really oily skin. and it looked really natural and lasted all day. It was just a really good foundation, and they discontinued it. And I also love their Stay All Day, their white lid one. I have it in my foundation stand. I've just over the years really liked Maybelline, so when this came out I was excited, and you know, I was disappointed. Like, I don't know, like the finish is okay, the coverage is nice, it's just a nice foundation, but I didn't understand all the hype. Maybe it looks better on normal and dry skin, but on me it's just okay. It's just okay. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I talked about it, sorry. I used my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. This one is a little light for me, and the shades in this line are really weird because this is like light for me, but the next one looks too dark for me. So I'm gonna have to mix, which isn't too bad because they're only $6 concealers. But when they have such a wide shade range, why do they have such weird jumps? I don't understand. But this one's a little too neutral, too light. So it definitely doesn't show as much on camera as it does in person, but I can totally tell it does not look good on me right now. Gosh, so I'm gonna powder using my Rimmel Stay Matte. This one is so old. Like, this is a new one, but I remember using this powder so much in high school. Like, guys, it was like the only powder I used because I had really oily skin. It was so bad. So now my skin has gotten better over the years. It's called moisturizer, kids. Moisturize your skin. Anyways, and I just don't need this anymore as much. But oldie but a goodie, so I just wanted to go ahead and use it today. I had it open because I've been just trying more products to see how to make my foundations stand up in the summer, but I haven't really been wearing makeup in the summer just because of everything with COVID and mask wearing and stuff like that. Is your state like mask mandated? Mine is. My state has mandated masks, so that's what we've been doing. So I haven't really been wearing makeup, which makes it really hard to find time to film when I'm not really wearing makeup in real life. Like, I know, sob story, who cares, but like, you can film and take it off, but you guys know, like, once you wear makeup, you kind of want to enjoy it all day. You know, you don't want to just wipe it off. You know, that's just like, people hate doing that, you know? I really don't want my channel to come to that where it feels inauthentic just because I'm filming and I have to do it a certain way. But anyways, I wasn't really able to get my under eyes. So I'm just gonna take my damp sponge and I'm gonna just grab the point, put it in the powder, and set my under eyes just because I don't think I got a good contact with the brush just because my brush was really big. Okay, now for the face powders, you guys can still get this. I felt weird bringing it up. It is an oldie, newer release, but I love this. I love how it has everything you need in it. My nails look so cute, don't they? Anyway, sorry. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Collection with Whaley. I don't want to butcher her last name. With Whaley. This is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to use this today for all of my face products because it has everything. It's really nice and convenient. And I just mixed both of the shades. These are individual shades, like you can buy them individually, but I heard that they're a little bit off from the actual color of the original shade names, so that could just be due to like batch sizes and whatnot, you know, but I didn't notice enough to really care. They work just fine for me. So I don't know if I said it, but I mixed both bronzers for my face, and then for my blush, I'm just going to go into this apricot blush. I do like this one too. but I've used it a lot less because my favorite are peachy shades. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into Apricot. Use that just a little bit above where I was putting my bronzer. And now for highlight, I'm just gonna grab another brush and then I'm gonna go into this deeper shade. It looks a lot deeper in the pan than it does on the face. So they definitely translate more light because this one's kind of too light for me, or my preference at least. So, but I do like to mix them sometimes. Just look how beautiful that is. It is so gorgeous. It's really toned down right now, but you can build it up. So none, some, none, some. None and some. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty. That one came off a little more intense. Really dug into that one maybe. Okay, now I'm gonna just add a tiny bit to my nose using the wrong brush because I always like to do this. I should really be using a smaller brush for my nose, and then I always forget. So let's grab something like this. Ooh, that is interesting. Is there fireworks in August right now? I don't know where those pops are coming from. I'm sorry, guys. I heard some weird popping sounds. Kind of sounded like fire. Oops, that's not. Using my highlighter brush to blend out my blush, which was a no-go. I would have spread more highlighter. No, Denise, no. I'm adding a tiny bit more blush because I love blush. Your girl's crazy with the blush. Blush, honey, blush. Who dat do? I have a big nose, guys. If you haven't realized that yet, I have a big nose. Did I not contour? I think I did. My nose is just looking a little bit bigger today. What are you gonna do about it? Alright, for eyes, oh my gosh, I am taking way too long, guys. I am so sorry. I'm gonna use the ColourPop Baby Got Peach. I absolutely love this palette. Last summer, spring, I don't remember. This was my absolute favorite palette. I was using it like every day, even though it doesn't really look like it, but I mean, some of the shades look a little, nope, they all look new. This shade especially looks super used. This one looks really used. Oh my god, but not really. Oh my gosh. I really did use this every day for a long time last year. Even if it doesn't look like it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Profusion brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Ochre. Cardi B Ochre, guys. And then that's not a good one. What am I doing? I need fluffy, but my fluffy ones are dirty. Whatever. This one doesn't look dirty. Oh, wrong shade. Going back into Ochre. I am all over the place today, guys. Ooh, it's not really coming up. That's weird. Is it coming up on the brush? Looks like it is. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and add that to my outer crease and bring it inwards a little bit. Try to concentrate it out here though. I'm gonna grab some more of that and do the same thing on the other side. It doesn't really not want to pick up right now. I wonder if this palette is dried out. It is only a year old, but oh, I would be so disappointed. I love this palette. And I didn't think ColourPop eyeshadows dry out. I don't know, but that one's like a really dry. It's taking me a lot to pick up the color out of the palette, so it's kind of weird. Just building that up to make it sure it looks nice and even with the other side. Okay. This side still looks more vibrant. Oh my gosh, what am I doing, Denise? Okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna use a smaller brush, and then I'm gonna go into, do I have a smaller brush? I'm gonna go into this deeper shade right here, and then I'm gonna do that on the outer V. Just stamping it on there. I don't know if it's really doing anything though. Really wanted to like deepen that, but it's not really deepening it. It's not really, I mean, it's doing something, it's just not making it darker like I wanted it to. But it is adding that color there, so. And then now I'm just gonna grab a flat concealer style brush. Oh, actually this one would work. It's not a concealer style brush, but it should pick up shimmer. And then I'm gonna mix these two shades, this one and this one. These two shimmer shades. And that's picking it up nicely. And then I'm gonna put that on the inner part of my eyelid. Like that. Very simple 4 I guess, I'm mixing 2. 4 shadow eye look. That is so pretty. I used to do this every day, guys. I'm so boring. For YouTube, this was my favorite everyday eye look. Sometimes I would just tone it down a little bit and not put so much of the orange shade. I just do a little bit of it just to tone it down a little bit. Where was the brush I was using? Why am I like this? Okay, let me just blend that out a little bit on a clean brush to make sure I still have the brightness that I wanted. Yep. And now I am going to do my lower lash line using this small, I'm gonna knock over my drink. Using the small J-Kissa J1 brush. And then I'm just gonna dip into the 2 shades that I use for my eye, or my eyeshadow on top. I'm just gonna start from the outside and blend inwards a little bit. I'm not trying to give myself pink eye, so, and I don't mean like something's dirty or like something like that. I'm saying like this is really close to pink, so I don't want my eyes to look super pink, so like I'm sick or something. So that is kind of what I wanted right there, just to emphasize the outer corners. And then actually on that same brush, I'm gonna grab the lighter shade I used, not both. I'm gonna put it right here on my inner lower V. To give it a brighter, more pop effect. And I'm getting shit in my eye. I'm sorry for my language. Oh my gosh. I had shimmer in my eye, but it was worth it. Do you see that? It's just a little bit brighter. Love it. Okay, oops, I forgot I need mascara for my lower lash line at least, because I have obviously lash extensions on. So I'm just gonna use my Wet n Wild Mega Length mascara on the lower lashes. Like that. This is a really good lower lash mascara if you just want to acknowledge they exist. It's not too anything. It's not too thickening, and it's not too black. It's not too clumpy or anything. It's just there to make sure that people know that your lower lashes exist, you know? It just blackens them a little bit. It's a really natural lengthening mascara. Oops. I just did that to my lower lash line. No problems. We can fix that. No big deal. Right now we're just gonna let that dry a little bit because I don't want to smear it everywhere. Where's my brow pencil? Okay. I'm just gonna use my favorite right now. This is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. This is so good, guys. So good. If you're gonna find one that's in your shade, I totally recommend. Like, it's so good. And it is a little pricey. It is $10. But I think that's still pretty comparable to drugstore pricing. It isn't, Ulta Beauty isn't like Sephora collection, you know. Ulta Beauty is way more affordable. It's more on the drugstore pricing side. And they even put themselves on the drugstore side, so. And I agree with that. The quality is definitely more drugstore anyways, too. Except this brow pencil. This brow pencil can be high-end, you know. It's really, really good. Girl, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, I'm like so not in it today. Like drawing weirdo brows and doing mascara marks everywhere. Lord help me. What am I doing? Okay, when you're messy and terrible like me, I want to grab a beauty Q-tip. I love these pointy ones for everything. And you just come up and kind of blend out. Don't do it like so rough. You just want to like lightly blend it off, if that makes sense. Kind of like the way you would blend something. Just blend it out. Same thing right here when it kind of went overboard. I just blend it out. And then same thing with your mascara, except you gotta let your mascara dry so you don't like smudge it everywhere. See how easy that was to take off? I have a little bit right here too, so sometimes you're just messy like me, and that's okay. You know, you're gonna have people like that. You're gonna have moments where you're a little messy. Oh shit. I'm gonna put that back on. Oof, I'm gonna hate to put on a mask today because I'm looking beautiful. I look beautiful every day, but you know what I mean. Looking spot on. So now I just blend in my harsh brow pencil lines just to make them look more natural. Oof, look at that. Look at that natural brow. So good. Okay, and really, really digging this pencil. It's so easy to work with. I love that pencil. Blends out really nicely, but still stays pigmented and like there where you placed it. Really, really like it. And it's forgivable. Like, it was easy to remove as well, like when I wanted to remove it, because I went crazy. And this is kind of newer to me, but it's not new at all. It's like super old. I'm pretty sure it's like years and years old. It is NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. Excuse me, but it is crazy. Look at this. It's a mascara wand and an eyebrow gel. But it's clear, so it's not going to make a mess of your brows, thankfully. And I do really love the formula. It's super duper nice, and it does hold without making your like brows feel like they're hairsprayed though. So they don't feel stiff, but they still like lift and hold. So I do love that about this. Oops, what am I doing, girl? Wrong way. Bam. Bougie. This is my bad brow today. What are you doing? Looking patchy and ugly. I'm trying to explain to you that I have the most bomb freaking system going over here, and then this brow is like, no you don't. Alright, brow. I don't know what you're talking about, brow. But yes, I do. I'm gonna touch up that patchiness, girl. I don't know what no idea what this brow is doing or trying to do. Trying to ruin me is what it's trying to do. Oh, that's fine. That's good. Now I'm gonna go in with my brow brush and then kind of assist with the lift. Now that we have the product on, a little bit more. There we go. That is how I get my brows. And of course you can do that with whatever products you have. You don't have to go out and buy this. I really do enjoy this though. If you look, you know, like to comb up your brow gel, your brow gels, brow hairs, I can't talk. And then again, that Ulta brow pencil is amazing. Whew. Oh my gosh. What do I have left? Okay, that's it. Now I just have my lips and face, hopefully. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so for my lips, I'm just going to use this Physicians Formula Organic Wear Tinted Lip Treatment because we're wearing masks and it's COVID and stuff are going on. This is the shade Ginger Snap. I'm not really doing crazy lipstick stuff because why bother? No one's going to see it. Yeah. So it has been the age of lip oils, balms, chapstick, all that stuff, you know. Except lipstick. Oh, it's a beautiful color. Doesn't it complement my look? It looks bougie. Ow. It's very pigmented, but it's very, excuse me, oh my goodness. It's very slippery and moisturizing, and it feels like a lip oil, like a very light lip oil. It's so nice. I love it. And I just love the pigment and the color. Do I have a piece of glitter? I do. Glitter out of my face. Gross. It's that ColourPop. It's better in here. I want to like scoop it out and never use it because it's terrible. I hate glitter. Anyways, well, I don't hate glitter. I hate ColourPop's glitter. Sorry. Okay, so lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Settings Mist. This is their limited edition purpley packaging. I love this one. It smells like a hot man. Oh. It smells like a man's cologne. It's, oof. I don't think it does anything though. I really think this sucks actually. The product kind of sucks. But it's the only drugstore setting spray I have open, I think. Well, other than my e.l.f., but I already used it as a primer. So I just want to use this to help melt my powder and my foundation together. I mean, it does work for that, but I don't think it works as a makeup setter. It doesn't prolong your wear at all. No. Zero. Actually, I think it's actually worse. I think that my makeup breaks up more when I use this. But I don't care. I'm going to work. I'm going to wear a mask anyways. It's going to be breaking up. if you don't want your makeup to break up when you're wearing a mask, Urban Decay All Nighter. Just gonna do a feature for that one, just a shout out. But that is not today's video. Today is Shop Your Stash. Oh shit. Makeup, drugstore, whatever. Drugstore. And Morphe isn't drugstore, but I mean, it's affordable enough, you know. That smells like a hot man. Oh god. My man's gonna get jealous after he watches this video. I'm just gonna say it. He's not gonna like me. Okay, and now I'm gonna just quickly dry that up. I love that mister just because it dries very, very quickly. And you only need a little bit, really. Okay, that is it, guys. I encourage you guys to shop your stash and make sure you don't feel the pressures of, you know, brands trying to market new products to you guys all the time. You know, if you, really quick, Jen Phelps here on YouTube often does these video comparison videos of, oh my gosh, girl. Video comparisons of palettes, new ones coming out and what they look like. And, you know, if, you know, sometimes she'll do swatches if she has a physical product. If not, she'll just feature very similar products just so you're a smarter consumer, and that, you know, if you have something similar already, you can pass up on that new opportunity or that new palette. But I feel like that we should be doing that way more. Since watching her channel, it has really stopped me from buying more and more palettes. So I know I still buy a lot of makeup, but some things I don't care if they're similar and I still buy it. But some things I'm like, oh, if that's the same as that, I don't really care. But like, I know the Sigma Coralista was similar to a ColourPop palette, and I still bought it just because I wanted to try Sigma's formula, and I really thought that palette was absolutely beautiful, the Coralista palette. And I had to get it regardless. But for everything else though, in the past, like new ColourPop releases or stuff like that, just anything really, anything new that I kind of am not sure about, I make sure to watch her videos on those palettes if she does them. And I usually 10 out of 10 times like already have something similar, so I end up skipping out on it. So, you know, just a little thought, and thinking about this video and the theme about it, just, you know, be a smarter consumer and be realistic with yourself. My rule is that if I won't use over 60% of the palette, so 2/3 of it, I won't buy the palette. I know that's still a lot to not use, but sometimes depending on how I feel about it, it makes sense. I really have to be honest with myself, like, am I really going to use that 60%, or am I going to maybe use like a little bit of that 30 or 40%, you know? Like, will I sometimes dip into that, or will I never use those shadows, you know? So you really have to be a smart consumer in that aspect and really be honest with yourself when you're buying new makeup, especially new eyeshadow palettes. Do you already have something similar? Do you really need this? No, you really don't need any makeup at all. But, you know, would it help your collection? Would you really use it? So, just a little food for thought, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one.